This episode of Geriatric Lovely Mums.
We're hiding these, we are seriously hiding these because nobody wants to read them. So we're going to talk about our favourite books and our least favourite books
on this Geriatric Mums book special.
Obviously, reading is massively important for kids. It will build their vocabulary, and it's obviously important because they hear words that you wouldn't use in your everyday language.
Yeah. And just prepares them for reading, and I suppose it's quite nice having that little cuddle time as well. Although yesterday Noah told me to get out of the bed on my hearthrug just a little bit.
Are we starting with the favourites? Okay, I have a few. Pippi Longstocking, Scandinavian ones. She is a little girl who lives in a house, and she lives there with her little monkey called Mr. Nilsson. And she's the world's strongest girl. She can carry a horse, and she gets into cool adventures. I used to love this as a kid because they are naughty. And she's just really cool, and as a girl it's lovely that you have a positive female role models. That's how I felt about it when I was 5.
Yes. My favourite is Cave Baby
by Julian Donaldson.
Anything by Julian Donaldson. I love her. She makes me feel like I'm a eloquent reader.
She used to be a teacher in Brighton, you know.
Honestly, the books are just a joy to read, and this one's about a little baby and a mammoth and a big brown bear. Noah used to love it. He wasn't even talking yet, and he would then go bear, bear, bear. Oh.
Okay, then I have another Brighton writer actually. She's called Hendra, and we got loads of her books. She's the writer of Supertato and Veggies Assemble. Supertato is a potato superhero who fights against evil P in a supermarket. She's also written things like I Need a Wee or Duck the Bug That Went Boing. And they're kind of funny for parents as well.
So I've got another Julia Donaldson book, Squash and a Squeeze, and I love it, and it's very educational. It tells you all about that you should keep a tidy house. And also I think Tom Hardy read this in one of those lovely CBBS things that we mummies like very much. So
thanks Tom Hardy. I also love a bit of Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. Sam I Am, who doesn't like green eggs and ham, and in the end he eats the green eggs and ham everywhere he possibly can. So they're great, and I find after reading this to me a bit, he kind of learned to rhyme. This was awesome.
It's Mr. Men books, and there's this, we were trying to Google this before we started filming. There's something like that, the structure of the sentences is comparable to Steinbeck or something.
Yeah.
They're like very advanced grammar, and I just love them. I don't really like them.
I don't know
I tell you why I like them as well, because they're light.
Yeah.
They're light.
You know what I think my issue is? I hate all the merge that goes with those things, and all the little miss thing. I just find it sexist. Like all this little miss tidy, little miss trouble. And I know it's not about the books, it's just about the thing,
70s basically.
Yeah. And another favourite, Oi Cat, or it's actually Oi Frog that we really like. It's the first one. The Oi Cat is not quite as good. It's all about what animals sit on what. So if you were a chick, you could sit on a brick, Smile the Frog. If you were a bowl, you could sit on a bowl. If you were a leech, you could sit on a peach. If you were a duck, you could sit on a truck. But again, it's there's something funny and naughty about it.
Now my absolute favourite book ever, The Biggest Kiss. And
that is a baby book, right?
That is a baby book, and we still sometimes read it. Oh, some kisses are misses, they land on the ear or near, but kisses with lipstick stick like. And I'm seriously thinking of having one of these as a tattoo.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh yes, just to remind me of it's adorable. Yeah. My baby's no longer baby, he's 5.
I know, he can read by himself soon. Although they do say that even when they learn to read themselves, you should still read them.
Oh yeah, and we do.
Yeah. I mean, they can't read that well, if we're honest. Let's talk about the books we hate.
I didn't even bring it because it's so big and heavy and lumpy.
Yeah.
It's like a Disney versions of all the fairy tales that have been Disneyfied, and then like basically what was on the film, and they've just taken like every third sentence. No head or tail. They make no sense.
I think we have one of those books. They're terrible. This is going to be controversial, but I fucking hate Winnie the Pooh. It's like, I've never liked it. Not even as a child. I find the characters annoying. I find Winnie the Pooh is like, he's an idiot. He's so stupid and lazy. Piglet is a, come on, get a grip, Piglet. Oh my God, Christopher Robin, like, you know, just want to slap him. The owls are like, Eeyore, come on, who isn't depressed sometimes? Eeyore, again, get your shit together. I just I think the kangaroos are alright, I guess. The Roo is the best character on it.
Elephant and the Bad Baby. And I bought this because Noah still is, but used to be like totally obsessed with elephants. And my word, is difficult to read, and it's boring as well. I know there's meant to be like a story where it's like the boy is just taking everything and not saying thank you or please at any point, and then the elephant gets angry and they're all just kind of like chasing him, and then they go rumpata rumpata rumpata. What the fuck is that? Honestly. And then in the end they go home to the boy's house, and the mum makes everyone pancakes. What a load of old tosh.
I can't believe how many kids' books there are where there's no proper story. I mean, it's fine if it's Oi Cat, because that's just funny. But even that actually has got a story. But it's just like, it seems like you can write any old shit to kids.
And become a millionaire. I think that's what we need to do.
I think this is what everyone in the family hates the most, apart from Mia, who loves it the most. It is a series of books. They all called The Dinosaur That Pooped. And he poops at Christmas, the past, the bed, or a planet. It's written by a couple of guys. I think Dougie Poynter is from like, he's from some boy band. They're not well written. The story in every book is the same. The dinosaur goes and eats a lot of stuff. Like in this one, they go to space and he eats loads of planets. And in the end, he has an explosive poo. And everything comes out as a poo. And like, here, look at this lovely thing. In the end, there's a planet with the rings of poo. It's awful. We're hiding these, like we are like seriously hiding this because nobody wants to read them.
So that kind of comes to the next series of books, which I was not able to bring because I have already hidden them. Paw Patrol books. Oh dear Lord. The reason why I don't like them, bad reading, like, is just basically just they've taken the conversation of the cartoons, and it once again makes no sense. But also it's like black writing on a really dark background, and I'm there going, I want to got like a little light on, and I can't. I swear that's why I need glasses. My last one, it's my guilty mum moment as well. Puputupuna. And I got this for my 5th birthday, and I love them, absolutely adore them, and Noah absolutely likes them too, but not in Finnish. So I have to try to translate them to English as I'm reading it in Finnish.
Yeah.
And all the time I'm thinking I failed because he's not speaking Finnish, and then I'm failing again because I'm hating them because I have to read them to him
it's hard
in English,
reminding
me that I didn't teach him Finnish.
So, you know, before he goes to bed, he'll go for a wee. So he went to the toilet to have a wee, and he comes out of the toilet and he's, I could hear that he didn't flush. And I was like, did you flush? He's like, no. And I was like, well, can you go back please and flush the toilet? He's like, I'm not your servant.
Where's he heard that then?
Well, that's hard to say. Anyway, let us know your favourite books. Come back for the next episode, which is going to be, who knows?
We don't.
We haven't done it yet. Cheers.
Cheers.